We are continuing to track severe weather to our west. Large storm system, very, very long line of storms from upstate central New York all the way down to our nation's capital and even a little bit further south of that. Want to zoom in on some of these boxes. So you see this purple box. This is a thunderstorm, severe thunderstorm warning with considerable damage likely in the way of maybe a microburst or dangerous straight line winds. And then you go up to this little red box right there, that's a tornado warning. So there is spin in the atmosphere. We're looking for winds that change directions with height. That's called wind shear, and there's a lot of it here in the central part of this watch area, this outlook area indicated in the red here. That's a very, very high risk, especially when you're talking more East Coast. This is not Tornado Alley. This is not the spring where, down in the deep south, you can also get some really, really high severe weather risks. This is a pretty significant event, and it's got a lot of folks on watch tonight. Now, as that storm system transfers east, it's going to weaken considerably, but we do still here in southern New England have a marginal risk, and this is going to come tomorrow morning. All of southern New England, except for the extreme out towards the Cape, is going to be in that. Let's look at the storm headlines here. So the timing is early tomorrow morning, could be as early as 3 a.m., but I expect the bulk of these storms to get going as we head towards daylight, and that is going to take us through the commute and right through lunchtime. So morning plans, very, very dicey tomorrow. I would say push them off to the PM. We actually will see some clearing later in the day. Scattered downpours are likely. That's the most likely scenario with some of these thunderstorms. But we also have the gust, we also have the chance for some of those isolated gusty winds. They're not going to be to the level of what they're seeing across the mid-Atlantic tonight, but scattered tree down here or there comes down at a power line. We could be talking about some power outages. The power lines could come down on their own depending on how high that wind gust is. But I'm thinking generally in the 40 to 60 mile per hour range. And again, isolated is the key word here. This is not going to be widespread damage, just something that we're going to monitor very closely as we head into tomorrow morning. Again, heavy rain is the greatest risk, and I would allow yourself extra time during the commute tomorrow and make sure you check in with us tomorrow morning before you step out the door. There you can see as we head towards midday, most of the storm activity off to the east at this point from Boston down towards the Cape. And then as we head 12, 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, we are looking at clearing conditions and some much better weather for the second half of the day, and then as we head into Wednesday. So again, tonight, storms moving in late, winds southwest 5 to 10. They could be a little breezier tomorrow morning. And again, some of these storms could produce wind gusts around 40 or so miles per hour. Drenching thunderstorms in the morning, clearing in the afternoon. Something to keep in mind, and I don't know why you would have today, because it was not a good day. But I'm sure with that sun coming out during the PM hours tomorrow, of course, it's going to be a little bit warmer once the sun comes out and we match that up with the peak heating of the day. We're going to try to say, hey, let's get down to the beach and take advantage of that. But we have to keep in mind there is a high risk of rip currents at the ocean beaches tomorrow. So we will be watching for that as well. So you have an isolated strong storm tomorrow morning. Then we clear it out. Wednesday looks great, 84 degrees and mostly sunny. Thursday, we'll see sunshine to start, then clouds beginning to increase, 83 degrees. As we head into your Thursday night, we'll see a rainstorm come through. Likely not seeing any stormy weather out of that, and that clears out on Friday. Nice start to the weekend. Not so nice finish. I don't think Sunday's a washout, but I'm watching for some storms that pass throughout the day.